Hello. So my biggest inspiration is our students and our clients and all the amazing things that they do with the tools that we teach at Yes Supply. So many people go on to be podcasters, be authors, be coaches, of course, lead workshops, work in school, so many beautiful things. And so my client Narley reached out and just told me about all the incredible success that she's having, moving abroad, inspiring so many people, creating her own methods. And so we thought it would be so fun to connect on here, introduce you to Narley, what she's up to, and how she's making a huge. I'm so excited. If you're here watching, make sure that you say hi. Let me know that you're here. If you have any questions for me on any of the subconscious tools that I teach or anything like that, let me know below. Hi, Narley.
Yes, hi,
It's so nice to see you.
so nice to see you. Oh my God.
You are glowing.
Same with you. Oh my goodness. So
Have
good
the
to see
Florida
you.
sun.
I know,
My
right?
glow. Yeah.
I love it.
Amazing. So thanks so much for taking the time to just share on both of our profiles and inspire people and,
Yeah.
just talk about your journey and all of the incredible things that you've done. You've really, really been on like a journey. Like it's been so amazing to see like go through the S Apply method, do a lot of traveling, find, the place that you are now that I know you're just like lighting up so many lives and inspiring so many people. So I'll hand it over to you and just let you introduce
Yeah,
yourself and share what
absolutely.
you've been up to.
Thank you so much, Reese. And hello, everyone. Yes Supply team. My name is Narley K, and I graduated from the Yes Supply certification in 2019, so 7 years ago. And
Wow.
best thing I ever did for myself. Yeah, 7 years ago. And I remember the day that I decided to jump in. It was all because we were kind of from the same neck of the woods, and I'm like, this is my mentor. and Yeah, I've been coaching ever since. It's changed my life. I'm now currently living in Bali, Indonesia. And yeah, I call myself a transformational mindset coach and clinical hypnotherapist and all that jazz. And I've also created my own methodology called the Dream Method, inspired with all of the tools and the things that I've learned along the way. And yeah,
Awesome.
it's been such a journey. It's been such a journey.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Well, tell me
Yeah.
about your own transformation, like, your personal
Mm.
transformation, going through the certification, and then what brought you to create your own method, the Dream Method.
Totally, totally. Yeah, before the certification, I had just decided to take a job on a cruise ship, and I went on this cruise ship for 6 months, and then I moved to Australia for a year. And at that time in my life, I was a cigarette smoker, and Australia's a bit expensive, and I was smoking cigarettes, and someone recommended hypnotherapy, and I quit that addiction in 1 hour of a hypnotherapy
Wow.
session. And I was always into personal development and manifestation. And I was like, what just happened? And that became kind of my journey to start to meet you. And I got back home from the year travels, and I was looking for the next thing to do with my life, and you popped into my field. And yeah, I remember feeling very fear of being seen, a lot of money blocks, a lot of confidence issues, a lot of anxiety, and NLP and all of that beautiful tools just completely dissolved. There's no other better way. Dissolved all of that for me. Up until then, I was primarily modeling on Instagram and showing my pretty pictures and stuff like that. But I had the feeling that I really wanted to help people and change lives. But there was so much resistance and so much blocks there, right? Especially the fear of judgment and like pivoting and shifting the way people perceived me. And it really slowed me down. But once I was in Yes Supply and got all these tools, I just trusted myself more and felt capable to help other people even deeper with their blocks and fears. And yeah, it's been a journey. I've continued to travel. I've been to 30 countries since then over the last
Wow,
7
that's incredible.
Yeah, yeah, and all thanks to being able to have this business that helps with my purpose and helps others and creates freedom as well. So it's been amazing. And the Dream Method kind of came about through my own kind of scientific experiment, wondering, I'm meeting all these brilliant, talented women. What is it about them that's not helping them move through, right? Of course, the
Right.
subconscious. And I kind of took this mix of manifestation, mix of my own journey, mix of all the best teachers I've ever learned from, and create the Dream Method, which is a accelerated breakthrough method that helps people transform their. Oh, am I here? Is it all good?
Oh, can you hear
Oh,
me now?
I can't hear you now. Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, I have a time blocker, like app blocker, so I don't
Oh,
stay on it. So it popped up. Sorry about that.
yeah. I need one of those things. I don't know what are they
Yeah.
called. It's like times out the usage
It's
of
built
your.
it's built into the iPhone. I forget what it's called.
Okay. All
Screen
right. I'll
time.
write that.
Screen time. Yeah, turn it on. It's life changing.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I wake up and look at my phone, but yeah, so the Dream Method has been the tool, the system, if you will, that I've been using with my clients, and it creates rapid transformation. And then from the Dream Method, I created the Dream Academy, which is my 10-week program that breaks down the methodology, teaches people how to also self-hypnotize themselves and use all the
Wow.
best tools, EFT, all that good stuff, but also the energetics and the identity work that is really required, I feel, to take things to the next level.
I love that. Oh my gosh, your story is so inspiring in so many ways. And I loved hearing about your personal transformation because you were modeling. So you
Yeah.
were in a position where people were looking at you and, there was a lot of judgment. And even though on the outside, like you're modeling, you're beautiful, there's still probably
Oh my
voices in
God.
your head telling you all sorts of things. And
Yeah.
so it's for anyone who's modeling or creating content or creating videos,
Mhm.
it's so important. Like, 100 people can tell you you're beautiful, but if you don't feel it on
Mhm.
the inside, you won't even hear those compliments. And
Absolutely.
that's where the subconscious
Mhm.
transformation can be so helpful because
Totally.
you can, even if no one's giving you a compliment, if you feel beautiful from the inside, if you
Mhm.
feel lit up from the inside, it's going to change how you move through the world. So that's so
Absolutely.
inspiring. And also, I didn't know you were a cigarette smoker. And that is
Yeah.
so cool
Yeah. From
that
14 to
you use.
24. Yeah.
Wow. And that is so cool that you worked with hypnosis to release that because I think, a lot of people are numbing with external things and
Yeah.
they think like, oh, I've always vaped or I've always smoked or I've always did this, I've always done that. And that's just the way it has to be when really you
Mhm.
can sit in an hour-long hypnosis session or NLP session and then break free of that. Like everyone's story is different, of course, but
Mhm.
I think what is frustrating is a lot of people don't even realize that there are
Mhm.
avenues. They just think, oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
always smoke, so this is just how it has to be for the next 60 years of my life,
Yeah.
when you can change it.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
along my journey, I've come across a lot of people that consciously are aware of all their dreams and goals, but they sabotage and they hold
Yeah.
back, and the imposter syndrome and all the inner critic stuff. And it's so beautiful to see, like doing timeline therapy with one client, they lose their fear of being seen. They start a podcast the next day, and it's like, whoa, like it's my favorite thing. It's
That's
honestly
so
amazing, the
amazing. That's so
transformations.
amazing. And
Yeah.
you and I have a lot in common too, because we were in Canada, very close to each other, like just outside Toronto. And we both, I don't know what your reasons for leaving, but for me, I'm like, I can't do this winter anymore. Like, I'm
Yeah.
done with the cold.
Same. Same. It was that. I was,
Especially like I have two kids that have so much energy. So if it's like a
yeah.
cooped up day where it's like snowy or cold outside, they just have so much energy they need like to run around, be in a park, be at the beach or
Mm.
whatever.
You're a mom
And
now. I met you before you were a mom.
yeah, I know. So much has changed.
Yeah.
But like it's so easy to look at someone online and say, oh, they're traveling, it must be so fun, but there's also a lot
Mm.
of fear that you have to overcome
Yeah.
in order to travel. And then if you're living somewhere new, there's like
Mm.
all this paperwork and adulting and visas and passports and all this stuff. And so I know for me, I've had to do my own inner work. I was doing some like documents
Mm.
today and sending a big chunk of money to a tax accountant thing. And it's like, you have to overcome your old limiting beliefs and your old ways of being. Like, yes, I'm doing adult things, I'm doing admin, I'm living in a place I've never lived before and making new friends or making new business connections. So it's all part of the personal development work. I'd love to hear how it was for you going to 30 countries.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was just kind of that decision where I was like, I just want to live a life of freedom. And that's also why I started
Yeah.
my business, being super transparent. I wanted to,
Yeah.
sustain myself in my dreams. And, but yeah, becoming an entrepreneur was something that requires a lot of looking at yourself and facing your fears and facing your blocks, let alone being in another country. So the traveling part was easy. It was the business side that really
Yeah.
required a new level of self-trust and courage. And you're constantly facing your blocks, your money blocks, your this and this, and it's an evolution, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think one thing the NLP has really given me is just the ability to just see things differently, like just to just have a positive outcome. It sounds so corny, but it's true.
Totally.
To really have a positive perception of everything. And yeah, having the tools to shift my state and release any of the things has been incredible for sure.
I love that because it's like our brains are so trained to just go to fear. Like, what if
Yeah.
it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't, what
Mhm.
if it all goes wrong? But with these tools, we can reprogram our brain so it instantly goes to faith instead. Like, of course it's going to work out. It's going to come together somehow. I'm going to figure this out.
Mhm.
I'm going to meet the right person to help me or
Mhm.
whatever that is. So
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
love that.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, I
But
know
I'm still,
you. Oh,
sorry,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
I was going to say, I'm still always learning about the subconscious mind. It's still become a big fascination. And I remember one of the key learnings, like so many learnings from your training, but one thing I feel like people don't realize is the whole idea that once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it must bring it to life.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's important.
that little key has been monumental in my journey, just knowing that if it once it accepts that I'm confident, that I'm whatever, that I'm this, you know what I mean? So I just want to share that with you. That was a major key that you gave me.
Yeah, that's such an important part. And so it's like someone can do like 100 affirmations, but if they haven't really gotten into their subconscious, they're gonna keep saying, "Why do I keep affirming, but nothing's happening?" So yeah, these tools are so
Exactly.
incredible. So I know you reached out to me and you said you're having a lot of success in your business, 5-figure months, multiple 5-figure months. So celebrating
Yeah,
you, that's so
thank you.
exciting. And tell me about like what are you doing in your business? Celebrating these wins. How are you making an impact? How are you helping people? What do your programs look like? Love to hear it all. Spill the tea.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been a journey. Entrepreneurship definitely, the tools are great, but then actually, it's a whole
Yeah,
nother
you got to take
identity.
action.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta take action, and as a solo entrepreneur, like you are your boss and your admin and all of that stuff. But yeah,
exactly.
along the journey, I've launched group programs, and that's how I've been scaling my business. I have 2 group programs. I'm a Manny Gen, so like I need multiple things going on. What are
Yeah.
you, by the way? Do you know your human design? I know you definitely
I'm
know
a
it.
manifester.
Manifestor. Okay,
I'm a
awesome,
manifester
awesome.
4-6. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, 2-4 Venetia. But yeah, so I have the Dream Academy, which is all mindset, hypnosis, limiting beliefs, manifestation work, and then I have another program for that's like based on social media called Slay Your Socials. And
I
these
love
two
that.
programs open, yeah. So Slay Your Socials is like the strategy, the get clients, that kind of stuff, the monetization. And then the Dream Academy is really for the inner work and becoming your best self kind of vibe. And yeah, I've been opening these programs every quarter and marketing them and bringing in a big group of people and then running through them. And then, yeah, I've just been kind of rinsing and repeating for the,
Absolutely.
kind of that vibe. I love group coaching. I feel like people learn so much from other people within the container and learning about someone else's fear and blocks. But yeah, the Dream Academy is my #1 bestseller. It's helped so many people overcome their deepest fears. And when it comes to visibility, self-worth, money blocks, and I think what comes down to my work lately is really the identity piece, right? Who do you
Yeah.
see yourself as? It doesn't matter how many posts you post on social media, what channels you're on. It's always the being that
Yeah.
really resonates and really creates a success. So that's all the Dream Academy. It's actually about to start next week, actually. This is the 4th
Yeah.
round kicking off next week. Yeah,
Exciting.
so I have lots of Bali girls in it. It's crazy to have all these different people now. And yeah, Slay Your Socials has been kind of the sales psychology because there is a lot of coaches, like in the last 7 years since I met you, like everyone's a coach, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches.
It's a different world now, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful because we do need more helpers. So I'm always team, I think it's a calling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were you? You're talking about your programs. You're launching 4 times a year.
Yeah, and taking like I do workshops as well,
Mm-hmm.
little master classes and workshops. Since living in Bali, I've been doing more in person, which has been different for me. I've typically done everything virtual, but being in Bali, there's a lot of community here, a lot of personal development stuff. So yeah, it's been a mix of private, mainly group, and workshops, and yeah, I've just always just been so committed to the mission, and I feel like I know every student that goes through Yes Supply understands the power of these tools, and once you know it, it's like you
Yes.
just can't keep it to yourself. You just
Yes.
can't.
It's like learning a secret language. It's like from the outside in, you're like, oh, that could be cool. But then once you learn it, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is so mind
Yeah,
blowing.
totally.
But yeah, congrats on all the success in your business and your multiple 5-figure months and everything like that. And I love also too how you're combining the social media like lessons and strategies with the emotional side of things, because a lot of people think like, oh, I just need like a better hook. Right? Like I just need to get ChatGPT to
Yeah,
rescript, and most of the time it's actually the emotional side. But then, of course, you
absolutely.
do need some kind of strategy. You do need to
Yeah.
show up. So I love that you're in the intersection of it all to, help people with whatever they need that space. I see Lucy here saying, "Hi, Reese. I'm Lucy, a 2022 certified student. Yes, supply helped me so much in my coach entrepreneur journey." I love that.
Hi,
I love
Lucy. I'm a
that.
2019 grad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you're right. Like the coaching industry has grown so much since and changed so much since. But I think at the base of it, it's so important that like as coaches, we're dedicating ourselves to being the best at what we do. So learning the tools, learning more tools, continuing practicing, everything like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. So anything else that you want to share while you're here? Maybe inspire, leave a message.
Yeah, absolutely. It really comes down to self-belief at the end of the day. No matter which way you cut it, if you have to believe in yourself and bet on yourself and go first. I think that's been the biggest lesson as an entrepreneur is you go first and the world will respond to how you feel about yourself. So really taking that time to love on yourself and to bet on yourself and to know your worth and to know your value at all times, no matter who's paying you, no matter what the lights are, no matter what happens with any launches. I tell my clients the masterpiece is always a masterpiece, even when the lights are off, even when no one's observing it. Like to really
So true. So
have that inner
true.
knowing.
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me like of how many artists they create great works and then they pass away and then their art gets famous. It's like the
Yeah,
masterpiece, like you're saying, the masterpiece was
always.
always the masterpiece. That's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. But yeah, it's a
Amazing.
journey. It's a journey. But
Yeah.
don't give up.
Yeah.
Never give
Well,
up. Yeah.
like personal development isn't just about journaling on paper. It's like
Mm,
going out into the world and developing yourself. And you're such a great example of that.
thank you. Thank you. I learned from the best.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing. And my inbox is always open, so feel free to reach out. Let me know your updates. Ask me anything. But and getting so many little notifications and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are so inspiring. For anyone who's watching and you love Narley's journey and her own transformation, everything that she's gone through, definitely follow Narley at Narley K and check out her Dream Academy that's launching soon. That's
Next
so
week, very
exciting.
soon.
Is it like an ongoing mastermind or is it like a group coaching
It's a group
program?
coaching experience. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like a
nice.
hybrid thing. Yeah,
I love
yeah, it's
that.
amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Thank
excited
you
for you.
so
Well,
much,
thank you so much for your
Reese.
time, and you're
Thank
so
you.
inspiring, and I
Thank
will talk
you.
to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you.